So, dysphoria, am I right? Honestly, dysphoria is hard, right? But if you get anything out of this quick check-in, know that these feelings are not your fault. Dysphoria just happens. It's a thing you experience. And we can do things to make it less intense, but we can't get rid of it, per se. We can definitely make it easier, though. In whatever way you want to, know that your approach to alleviating dysphoria is valid. You can enjoy whatever media you like. You can enjoy any hobby you like. You can dress however you like. You can do whatever you like. There isn't a rule book on how to be trans. If there was, every trans person would be the same. Which they're not. Who you are is important. Who you are is brave. Who you are is courageous. Not because you're not scared, but because you be yourself despite being scared. Maybe you're at an early point where the world doesn't really know yet. If that's your situation right now, know that you'll find your people that will be supportive and there for you. But if right now you're in a situation where it's hard to be yourself, know that everything's going to be okay. There will be hard moments. There'll be moments that really suck. But there's also moments where you finally get to be yourself. And that makes it worth it. At any point in your journey, in transition, dysphoria has a way of being a bit cruel. Very cruel. It may fixate on a certain part of your body, such as your height or lower regions or what have you. But know that there's no one body type to be trans. I know a lot of social media shows a lot of like really slim, short, white trans girls a lot. I understand that I'm that demographic. But I want you to know that every body is different. And even if a certain body type is more circulated in social media, doesn't make you lesser. Your body is great. And you can change whatever you want to change. That's up to you. That's in your control. Your voice, you can do whatever you want with it. The voice can change, surprisingly.
Here's about where it used to be when I was a bit earlier in this.
I hope that shows that a lot can change. Even if right now things are dysphoric or scary, know that it doesn't stay that way. There were moments where I thought I would never get to my goals, you know? I thought I would never get to live as a girl, but eventually I did. It required a lot of people that would tell me that I shouldn't, or that I cannot, or something. It turns out that was all lies, really. And same goes for you. If there are some people that are invalidating who you are, the only person that truly knows you is, well, you. You have a lot more information about who you are than anyone else on the entire planet. I can't make you trans. I can't make you cis. But one reason or another, you found this little audio file on the internet. hopefully under the Fairy Princess Lucy name. If not, I guess this content got stolen. Uh-oh. I hope not. But point is, dysphoria is tough. Dysphoria is cruel. And even in those moments where you feel like you're stuck in a box and you can't really get out, you don't really get to go out in the field per se and experience the world, but there is a point where you get to. There's always light at the other side of the tunnel. Even if you're scared. Even if you're afraid. Even if right now you feel bad and not good. Even if your dysphoria is flaring up and it feels hopeless. I want you to know that there is hope. Always is. Trans people have existed since humans, possibly even further back. Before humans, honestly, who knows at this point. We've had like a trans Roman empress. We've had trans people being a really common demographic for certain priests of certain faiths in the past. We've always been here. It's just now we have a name for it. Dysphoria can be tough. Whatever you're feeling dysphoria about, just know that there's no one body type for being trans. There's no height requirement. There is no voice requirement. There is no hobby requirement. From the people that do ballet to the people that weightlift, your gender is valid regardless. You can do what you want to do and still be you. Cis people don't have to worry about that as much. And neither do we. But it can feel like we have to. It wasn't too long ago that certain hobbies are really inaccessible to cis women because of barriers. But once those barriers lessened, you saw a lot more people in that field or sport. You saw more women. And I think the same goes for all the trans boys, trans girls, and non-binary people out there. There's a space for everyone. So I want you to know, with all my heart, you're important. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to sound a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way. Because that's just gatekeeping, and gatekeeping is lame. Yeah. You're important. Okay? And both me and all the trans people in the entire world, we're here for you. If you feel isolated, it's going to be okay. You'll find people that are feeling just what you're feeling. But you find that they're having their own journey. Just as you are. But eventually those journeys come together. And we get to see everyone grow and blossom together. Like a field of flowers. Even if transphobes try to trample them. Well, it's not like flowers have ever disappeared. As in the concept of flowers, you know what I mean? The metaphorical flower bed of trans people is blooming more than it ever has. Because we have each other. A community. So when you feel isolated and scared right now, know that you're not the only one experiencing this. look at the view count of whatever platform you're looking this on. If you can't see the view count, I can tell you that there's a lot more people than you listening to this. And that's not even close to 1% of trans people. I don't have that much reach. There's so many people that are feeling what you're feeling. And you're all going to do so great. And for you, the person listening right now, I want you to know that your gender is valid. Whenever you figured it out, wherever you figured it out, whoever you figured out you are, whatever you figured out you like to do, you deserve a life of happiness and joy. And if the gender that was assigned at birth to you doesn't feel right, you're allowed to change it. You deserve to be happy. I hope this helps alleviate some dysphoria. I know it can hurt. But as someone that's been at this for a little while, I want you to know that it gets easier. It truly does. And I think you can do this. If you happen to have a new preferred name that you just came up with, or that you've had for a while, feel free to write it in the comment section, and I'll tell you that you're valid. Because it's true for everyone. I want you to know that it's true. There was a certain amount of support I didn't get early on when I started. So I hope I can balance it a little bit. You're valid, okay? You're important. You deserve to live authentically in the way that you decide. Not how I decide. Not how everyone else decides. I want you to make a choice for yourself. A choice that makes you happy. Independent of people's criticisms and thoughts. I want you to be yourself. Who that is, well, that's up to you. Whatever direction you go, I'm proud of you.